Sustainability and compliance are overarching strategies that traverse PTC's entire product portfolio. But we have another overarching strategy, and it's a big one: software as a service, or SaaS. I've spent the majority of my talk so far reflecting on the incredible business value that our software is generating for customers. But as you can see, there's a lot of technology involved. Customers love the business value, but most don't really love all the care and feeding that the technology requires. They just want to use the software, much like you charge your phone by plugging it into an electrical outlet, without having to worry about how to operate the power plant that's supplying the electrons somewhere in the background. SaaS isn't just easier, it provides important new benefits too. It's a much faster way to get started because the system's already up and running. You're always on the latest version, no upgrades or patches ever again. SaaS is very democratic because any new employee or supplier can participate with no hardware and software preconditions. It takes collaboration to the next level because you can all work on the same data at the same time rather than checking out and working privately on the latest data. It's more secure and security issues are dealt with much faster. Best of all, the cost of ownership is much lower because even though you pay the SaaS provider more for the complete service, there's now a long list of hardware and software vendors you can exclude from the payroll going forward because they're no longer needed. It's all part of the service now. That's why the entire universe of enterprise software is moving to the cloud and embracing the SaaS model. The tech industry passed the tipping point last year when more B2B software was delivered as SaaS than on-premise. Trust me, we're not going back. But unlike the broader enterprise software industry, the CAD and PLM part isn't really known for SaaS. The vast majority of CAD and PLM software runs on-premise today. But that's changing, and the pace of change is accelerating dramatically. At PTC, for example, now a full 25% of our business is delivered as SaaS, and this part has been outgrowing the on-premise part by a significant amount. If you want to transform your business to capitalize on the strategies I've been discussing today, and you want to do it in the easiest, fastest, and most efficient way, then you'll ultimately want PTC's technology portfolio delivered to you as a service. We made that realization after the last LiveWorx, when we concluded that the time had arrived. Our industry's future was clearly going to be SaaS. That led us to acquire Onshape in 2019, and to acquire Arena a year later. Onshape and Arena are best-in-class examples of the power of SaaS, poster children for how SaaS should be done, and both companies have prospered here at PTC. So leveraging their base of technology and experience, PTC's common SaaS platform called Atlas was born. We chose the name Atlas because, like in mythology, our Atlas is designed to carry the entire PTC SaaS world on its shoulders. Building on our Atlas platform, here at LiveWorx 2023, we are unveiling our new Plus strategy that brings SaaS to life across all of our mainstream digital thread products. We've created true multi-tenant SaaS versions that are fully upward compatible with their on-premise counterparts. We've already delivered Windchill Plus, Vuforia Plus, and Kepware Plus. And today, for the first time ever, in just a few minutes, you're going to get to see and hear about Creo Plus. Windchill Plus is a big deal for many of you here in the audience. It starts with everything you love about Windchill, plus it's deployed on a modern SaaS architecture and has important new capabilities. For our customers, the deployments are easy, hardware and software costs are down, collaboration is a breeze, and extending product data to the broader organization has never been easier. One of the early adopters of Windchill Plus is Balluff, a leader in industrial automation technologies. We spoke with Florian Hermle, Managing Director of Balluff Worldwide, about why it was time for Balluff to turn to SaaS PLM.
Balluff is playing in a market that is highly competitive, highly exchangeable. All in all, we have a portfolio of about 40,000 products, and those products require very stable processes and a good internal organization. Balluff comes from a history of hosting all systems on-premise here in Germany. It made it very hard for our subsidiaries to access the system. It was constrained by bandwidth, by performance of the systems. What I see as a tremendous advantage of the cloud solution that PTC offers to us is a constant accessibility around the globe. We have manufacturing and engineering locations across the world, and this is much better represented with a global software platform that can be accessed from everywhere with same level of speed, same level of security, and this is what helps us to have collaboration and development cross countries, cross time zones, and provide the best service for everybody using the product. PTC is offering not only a software solution to us, but is offering us a integrated development environment. When I look at the world around us, there's so much change in technologies, in regulations, in requirements from our customers. We need all our energy to focus on providing the best solutions to tackle those challenges. Therefore, we need a development environment that supports us and is not an obstacle. With Windchill Plus, I see us perfectly positioned for that. We are fully transparent, fully digital, and are moving at light speed.
All right. So you can see Balluff really understands and appreciates the value of SaaS and Windchill Plus. They're presenting at LiveWorx this week, so you can hear more about their SaaS journey firsthand. With help from DXP Services, the business we help form with ITCI, PTC is offering customers like Balluff a programmatic, turnkey approach to lift and shift their on-premise Windchill deployments into the Windchill Plus cloud, which is then run by PTC. You'll have a chance to learn all about that process here at LiveWorx too. For today's big news about Creo Plus, I'd like to welcome Brian Thompson.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Jim. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'd like to get right to the point. And one of the most exciting developments that I've seen in my 15+ years in the CAD space, PTC is bringing Creo into the SaaS era using Atlas. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So today, alongside an incredibly feature-rich release of Creo 10, I'm thrilled to announce Creo Plus, our first ever SaaS version of Creo. We call it Creo Plus because it is everything you love about Creo, plus a lot more. Now, the most exciting new capability that every Creo Plus user can enjoy is dynamic, real-time, multi-user collaboration. You can see on the screens behind me a demo of this powerful new way of working. And your eyes are not deceiving you. There are four engineers working on this design of the helicopter main rotor assembly all at the same time. They're designing, they're reviewing changes of others, they're branching designs to evaluate possible changes they want to make, and then they're selectively merging what they want back together. You're probably noticing that the full power and capability of Creo is available while collaborating. We're doing composite design, which by the way is new in Creo 10, on the main rotor cowling. We're running an ANSYS simulation on the full gearbox housing. We're making complex design changes to the casing and creating new mounting brackets. And we're doing it all simultaneously. Can you believe this demo? Come on, it's unbelievable, right? Oh, look. Onshape experts in the audience might think that the branching and merging looks familiar to them, and it should, because we're using the underlying collaboration capabilities from Onshape to make this possible. It's another great benefit. Yes, it's great stuff. It's another great benefit to our Atlas strategy. Now, if you want a deep dive on Creo Plus and Creo 10, be sure to join the spotlight session that Paul Sagar and I will be hosting here later today. We have a lot more to dive into and cover. Jim?
All right, great stuff. Thanks, Brian. And congratulations to the whole Creo team for achieving this milestone. You just added another decade or two to the Creo story. All right. As you can see, we are laser focused on this SaaS transformation. Other vendors may be hand-waving and taking shortcuts, but PTC is doing it the right way, leveraging the best talent and the best and most proven SaaS technology in the industry. We're out front, well ahead of our competitors, and the superior approach we're taking will become increasingly obvious over time.